Can you think of any customer who would not be allowed to get a metal roof?
Not be allowed. Oh, I don't know.
The one customer who would not be allowed to get a metal roof is a customer who has an HOA.
Oh.
That does not allow for that type of metal roofing. Yes. So we have had a handful of customers who really wanted a metal roof, but their HOA would not allow it. And what did they do, Jess?
They got those stinking metal shingles.
There are metal shingles. That's right. Metal roofing.
Wow. Metal roofing.
Today's topic is metal roofing.
Let's talk about metal roofing. Welcome to the Shingle Life. We're talking about metal roofing.
Yeah, we're talking about metal roofing.
Could you sound a little less excited? Yeah, we're talking
Sorry,
about
I do like metal roofing. It's just that it's more challenging than just roofing. So maybe as a result of my recent acquisition of a new role within the company that I'm currently just filling in for, that is the production person. Maybe I'm not as excited about metal roofing as a result. But
nonetheless, we're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it because customers should care about metal roofing.
Brief pause for the phone.
Unified Global. Thanks for calling Rojas Roofing. This is Jessica. How can I help you?
She's trying to sell you something?
Telephones.
She's trying to sell us telephones.
Yeah.
Like landlines?
I think so.
You just had someone call you to try to sell you landlines.
Yes, she sounded like an older lady. And she said, I need to talk to someone who's in charge of the telephone service.
Oh. Yeah, she called the wrong company. You answered her on a cell phone.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Anyway, metal roofing.
That was a great segue. Speaking of old technology, old phones. So obviously metal roofing is not a new technology.
Mm-hmm.
Metal roof's been around a long time. But the modern incantation, the modern version of metal roofing is quite different.
Yeah.
Pretty colors.
I mean, I wouldn't call some of them pretty.
Well, okay, fair. But you can get them in a lot of colors.
Yeah.
So shingles are kind of like, I mean, there's not a whole lot of weird colored shingles. Most people have pretty standard shingles. But you can get metal roofs because they're painted metal panels, in a wide variety. You know, everything from white to black and all the colors in between.
Have you seen the camo ones?
There's camo metal roofs?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're like Mossy Oak branded.
Okay, you know, if you are building like a deer hunting shanty.
Shed?
Yeah.
What are those called? What are tree stands?
Blinds?
Blinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're building a deer blind. All right, fine. But I sure hope you're not putting that on
I saw it on
your house.
Facebook the other day, like when I on the metal suppliers Facebook.
Was it like an advertisement?
Yeah, they were advertising that they like produce it.
Okay. All right. Well, they do make a wide range of like fake rust level also. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So if you want to have a rusted shanty house.
What is the shanty?
I don't know. I just like the word shanty right now.
Every time you say it, I think of shandy.
What's
like
shanty?
a summer shandy.
Oh, well, you could have a summer shanty in your shanty.
There you go. Sign me up. I don't know what a shanty is, but sure. Anyway, metal roofing. So I am much more well versed on asphalt roofing.
Yeah, it is the more common item.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I only know metal roofing as it applies to our current supplier.
Yes.
So, like, I know their terminology, but like, as far as just like regular, normal terminology for metal roofing.
Okay. Well, let's break it down.
Yeah.
So there's different tiers, and we're just going to do some of the most common ones. So one that originally was more kind of like for pole barns or porches, it's an exposed fastener system. It's also sometimes called pro rib. And it's a panel, and it has these little ribby things that go like this, and then you screw into the panel on the outside.
Yeah.
And that was originally mostly used for barns and such like that because the fasteners were not really watertight.
Oh.
So they didn't have any kind of washer or whatever. They would very inexpensive. You would just nail or screw this metal panel to wood.
Yeah.
Cheap. So the modern version of that is a fastener that has a washer that goes around the head that prevents the water from coming in, which of course you would want on your house. Those washers are still only rated for like 10 years. Yeah.
But how long is the whole roof rated?
Well, it's made out of metal, so I mean, as long as your metal lasts.
Can you just replace the screws?
Yes. Yes. And not all of them are going to fail. It's not like a guarantee that you're going to have to replace all of your screws at 10 years.
But I mean, it would be hard to like just locate one screw, wouldn't it?
Well, you could do an inspection. It would probably be pretty obvious which ones were starting to rust or which ones were starting to fail.
Yeah.
You can also prolong the life a little bit by adding silicone to the heads of the screws. Although, again, that's only going to give you like a year or two. So, excuse me while I burp. So that's the exposed fastener system.
Yeah.
It's like the cheapest version. Sometimes you can get the price like almost close to a higher end shingle, like in terms of price, but you still get all of the advantages of having a metal roof, which is that it is a very long lasting product. The only part that you're going to have to maintain are the screws. And then you ask me, how long does it last? Well, the paint lasts anywhere from 30 to 40 years, depending on the manufacturer, which is a pretty long time.
Yeah.
And once the paint begins to fail, all you got to do is just repaint it.
Yeah.
So metal itself is very, of course, we all know, lasts a long time.
Sorry, Freddie keeps texting me. I think it was a... Anyway.
So that's the exposed fastener system. That's the one that's actually quite popular these days because people are like, oh, I can get a metal roof and the entry point to purchase it is closer to a asphalt roof. Yeah, I want that. I want the longevity. The more middle tier or other one that you might see is referred to as a snap lock system. It's similar to the higher tier one, which is a hidden fastener system. Because in the case of both the snap lock and the hidden fastener system, there's all of those exposed fasteners that I described, they're all hidden. Which is why it's a hidden fastener system.
So anyway, so how do they screw it down?
Okay, so there's like a little lip, and then they screw the lip down to the decking.
Yeah.
And then there's another little cover that essentially covers the fasteners.
Yeah.
So the fasteners there's like a little flange, and then you screw the flange, and then the next panel covers that and covers over the next rib. So it's essentially just hiding all the fasteners.
Yeah.
That system is actually really good. The snap lock system comes together fairly quickly. It goes panel by panel, and maybe the exposed fastener that you might experience might be on the edges of your roof.
Okay.
So that's really the only part that you would have to be careful about in regards to maintenance.
Yeah.
When we go from the exposed fastener system to the hidden fastener system, we're increasing the labor costs.
Oh.
Yes. It is not just the materials. Because the exposed fastener system is a 3 foot, usually wide panel that's been cut. And then they just like shove it up there and then with all the screws.
Yeah.
And they move on to the next one. And they just lay over each other, blah, blah, blah. With the snap lock or the hidden fastener system, it's panel by panel. And each one of those panels is anywhere between usually around 15 to 18 inches wide. So we went from 36 inches to like half the size.
Yeah.
So we're covering far less ground as we go. And in addition to that, each one of the panels has to be turned under at the bottom and crimped.
By hand?
By hand.
Ugh.
So unless they're pre-cut by hand, yeah. So they can be pre-cut, but you still have to do all the bending and everything. So there's quite a bit more labor involved in the higher tiered systems. So the higher tiered systems, more expensive material, more expensive labor. So now your asphalt roof, your exposed fastener, they're kind of somewhat comparable in price. And well, now you're going to double it. Yeah, double it. So why do you want that roof is the question, right?
I guess, yeah.
So the answer is, well, like I told you before, the other roof really only has a 10-year lifespan. Well, not lifespan, but warranty on it, right? Whereas the other two systems, those fasteners are exposed, and I mean, it's going to last a long time outside of the paint, which of course is the same warranty. So the snap lock system comes together more quickly. The standing seam or hidden fastener, those are part of the hidden fastener systems, but the standing seam one is the most expensive one. You might see that on like commercial roofs or things like that, or really high-end situations. Is all of the fasteners, including all of the trims, are all hidden essentially. So it has a very long lifespan. The other thing that could affect the price of these metal products is the gauge or the thickness of the actual panel itself. So that's actually one of the interesting pitfalls of metal roofing is that most insurance companies, well, they're all class 4 material, which we've discussed class 4 before as like, oh, this is, been tested to be able to withstand hail, essentially. So they're all the highest tier or the highest rating in that regard. But the insurance company is probably only going to cover actual damage to the panel.
Oh, okay. So since a panel can be replaced versus the entire roof, is that what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying is that if your entire roof gets a bunch of little dents, just like your car, during a hailstorm, that's cosmetic.
Oh.
So it didn't like mechanically damage or like destroy your roof's capabilities. It just looks
like it would like a asphalt roof.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the one thing that person who is considering a metal roof would really want to think about is that where do I live? How much hail do I get? And obviously, as I said, the thicker the gauge, the less likely it's going to get damaged cosmetically.
I would have never thought about that.
Yeah. So we were talking about the cheap tiers, right? So that exposed fastener system is also the thinnest metal as a general rule. You can get it in slightly thicker, but it is the thinnest. Whereas the highest tier one is usually 24 or 22 gauge, which is thicker. So that all goes into why you might want a metal roof.
Would you get a metal roof?
Yeah, if I could afford a metal roof.
Yeah, if I could afford like the highest tier.
The highest tier, yeah. I would even get the middle tier. I think it looks nice.
I think it looks nice too. And I just like the sound of the rain. My neighbor has a metal roof. And in the summer, I like to sit outside and listen to the rain hit her roof.
Yeah.
I would love that for myself.
Does your neighbor complain about what it sounds like inside?
No.
Yeah, so that's what I've heard also. It's like a lot of people are concerned that they get this metal roof and then it's going to sound like
a tin roof.
Tin roof, yeah. And in reality, like, no. That's not going to happen because the inside of your house has an attic space. It's insulated. It's not going to sound like it sounds on the outside.
Yeah.
Or on your porch roof or something like that. So that's good to know because I have had customers that have asked me that question and like my research indicates, but I've never actually talked to someone.
No, like I've been in her house when it's like raining a lot.
I
can't hear it.
It's normal.
No.
Very interesting.
I mean, you can hear rain, but you can hear rain all the time.
Sure.
But it's not like dinging or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would love a metal roof.
Yeah.
When we replaced our roof, I looked into getting one. But at the time, I could only find Amish people to do metal roofing. And we were working with insurance and Amish people just wasn't, seemed like a lot.
Okay, like they couldn't help you, you mean?
Not necessarily that they couldn't help me, but like, like they don't have the capabilities to write me up a completion certificate that the insurance required.
Oh, that is an interesting point.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're like, you can just turn your invoice. And I'm like, but they're asking for, at the time I didn't know what a completion certificate was.
Yeah.
So I was like, they want whatever a completion certificate is. I'm like, oh, no.
Mm. That is interesting to think about. Okay.
Yeah.
What color would you get?
I think I'd have to redo my whole house, which I want to do anyway, which we've discussed.
Yeah.
But I really think that I would have to redo the siding because I have white siding, but I would love to have like a blue metal roof.
You want to live in a Culver's? Is that what I'm hearing?
I do. I love Culver's.
White house with a black roof.
No, I don't want
sorry,
a white
sorry.
house.
Oh, you don't want... Okay. All right. Fair.
I don't know what color I'd make it, but I'd love like a blue roof.
Like the royal blue roofs that they...
Kind of.
Okay.
I'd love it. But I don't know what color I'd make my house either, so it'd have to probably be a different white.
That's the challenging thing about the fun colors is like if you have a fun colored metal roof, like it really dictates the rest of your...
But I'd also love to have a green house. And I can't have a green house and a blue roof.
No, we couldn't. That would not be good.
And I can't have a blue house with a blue roof. So like I really can't have a blue roof.
You can, sorry.
So I think I'm gonna have to choose a fun color siding, like a green or blue siding.
If you did like a mint or a sage green or even like a light colored green with a dark green roof, you could do that.
No, I think I want to do a greenhouse with like a gray metal roof.
Well, then you would fall into our customers' wishes as well, because the most popular color that we get in metal is charcoal gray.
Yeah.
Or black.
I would love to do black, but I have a fear that it would make everything hot.
Yeah, that's a consideration.
Because I have no trees.
Yeah.
I don't have any trees.
The color of your roof does have an impact on how much heat it takes in, so...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much, since I have a small house, it doesn't take much for it to get really hot, kind of like really quick. Same for it to get cold or vice versa. Like it's just...
That suggests to me that possibly it's not the size, but rather the insulation capabilities of your house.
No, I agree. But my point being is that if I had a black roof and it got too hot, like it would really get hot in my house.
Yeah.
And my husband can't be hot.
Little oven.
And I have a black dog, and he absolutely can't be hot.
Well, hold on, I forgot what I was gonna say.
God forbid my husband is hot, but absolutely not. We can't have the dog hot. He pants one time, and I'm like, my poor baby.
Oh my God.
Do you need me to fan you with a paper plate?
Give you a soft towel to...
A nice cool towel.
Yeah.
Do you want to go play in your pool?
Anyways,
silly guy.
I am very excited though because we're gonna install our first ever red roof next week.
Oh, we are?
Red metal roof, yeah. Someone is getting a red porch accent, which that is possible. You could have like an accent roof that was in a fun color.
I think if I did that, I would want it to look like tin though.
Well, again, we were talking about all the different colors you could choose from.
Yeah.
I recently did a galvanized, or it's called Galvalume, which is basically just like, it looks like tin.
Yeah, I think that if I did do an accent metal roof, like over my porch, because it's a pretty steep, I think I'd do Galvalume.
I ended up with some, I have a lot of random roofing materials in my driveway.
Yeah.
I have a fairly large driveway. I've ended up with lots of different bits and bobs from different roofing projects. And one of those was I ended up with some black trims from a metal roof in my driveway that I actually did not want. That wasn't cool when they showed up in my driveway. I was like, what are these doing here? And then they stayed there for almost 2 years.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they still there?
No, because I'm doing all that work on my house, I have a dumpster.
Oh, yeah.
And we just threw them away. Yes. But I also have some kind of light gray metal panels that were left over from another job. and I paid the subcontractor to drop them off in my driveway. And I'm gonna do something with them. Something is gonna get done with them. I have plans.
What are your plans?
Well, I was thinking about making a carport with them
okay.
because they're as we were discussing, the exposed fastener system. So they're inexpensive and easy to like do that kind of a structure that's not really like you don't have to worry too hard about it. So that's what I'm probably gonna do with them.
What are you gonna do with the synthetic slate?
Let's not talk about the synthetic slate.
Cut that out, Ronick.
I don't want that customer to know how much leftovers there were. They're gonna know exactly who they were. Anyways. So that, can you think of any customer who would not be allowed to get a metal roof?
Not be allowed. Oh, I don't know.
The one customer who would not be allowed to get a metal roof is a customer who has an HOA.
Oh.
That does not allow for that type of metal roofing. Yes. So we have had a handful of customers who really wanted a metal roof, but their HOA would not allow it. And what did they do, Jess?
They got those stinking metal shingles.
There are metal shingles. That's right.
Are they great?
Well, I mean, they are made out of metal and they look like shingles. And they are supposed to have as long as a lifespan as a regular metal system. They kind of snap into each other. And they have these granules. Thank you. Granules, just like a asphalt roof on the outside. So that's why they look like asphalt roofs. The one particular product that this customer really wanted, I don't think we would like to install again. We didn't think it was a very good quality, but the customer wanted that, so that is what they got.
Yeah.
They're not very popular because they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, and they're kind of hard to get.
They're hard to get. They're not a regular...
Like, you can't just call the supply house and get them.
No. Yeah, they're more of a special order situation.
Yeah. And as we know, special orders cannot be returned.
Yeah. Special orders cannot be returned.
And then you're stuck with a ton of metal shingles. So
well, and that's the other thing about like when we're talking about these metal systems is that so we talked about how the labor got more expensive, right? Well, the actual labor pool of who can capably install metal roofing is much smaller than the pool of people who can install asphalt.
Yeah.
So I mean, we get calls all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So and what do those subcontractors say?
They say they can install shingles.
And that's pretty much it.
Well, some of them say and siding and gutters, but not very many of them say metal.
Yeah, because it's kind of a specialty knowledge.
Yeah.
And if you get an installer that doesn't know what they're doing,
that's expensive. That's an expensive mistake.
Expensive mistake. Very expensive because your material is already more expensive. Your labor is already more expensive. And then you got a crew or you got a company to do it that doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah.
And we have had those customers.
Bad news bears.
Bad news. Yeah. We have had a customer, at least two, I think, in the time I've been here, that the customer had a full metal roof installed by some company that didn't know what they were doing, had the leaks, couldn't get a hold of the company, and they had to replace a full metal roofing situation.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. So get somebody that knows what they're doing is the bottom line, particularly with that product.
Yeah. And I really want to say that it is okay to ask for like past projects.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like it's completely okay to ask for past projects. Like go check out something else they've done. Like any reputable company should be able to say, I can show you photos. I can, take you there. Like we can show you what we've done.
Yeah. I would agree with that one for sure, Z's.
Yeah.
Also, I think it just depends on how the person who's talking to you about the metal product, like how well they're able to represent it.
Mm-hmm.
Because labor is so hard to come by, there is a system within the roofing industry where a lot of roofing contractors are actually like going very third party with the installation of the product, and the just management of the project in general. So they're getting another company like Rojas Roofing, for example, to do the installation and order the materials, and then they're adding their markup on top of that. So you're getting even more expensive product. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyways,
Yeah.
metal roofing is great. Lasts a long time. Comes in a bunch of fun colors. But you got to be careful with it because it's an expensive situation.
Yeah. Make sure you're spending your money wisely.
How should we end this?
Do you want to read some other comments?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's read some more comments on our
Do we have any metal roofing?
let's see what we got. I don't think I do have very much like metal roofing content. Unfortunately, we should fix that.
We don't have any metal roofing content.
No, we
Here we are talking about how you should ask for a portfolio, and we're not even showcasing it.
Well, I'm just thinking like on TikTok, like I just don't have much metal roofing.
We're installing a metal roof right now. Actually, they finished it.
They did?
They finished it on
Thursday.
Tuesday. Or was it? Wait,
No
what day is it? They finished it yesterday.
Okay, this is on a video of the roof we did. Pause. Stop it. Hello? My gosh. Okay, this is a comment from our race day video.
Oh, when we were playing with our little RC cars?
Yeah.
Okay, is this a positive comment?
It says, "Can you launch one off my roof for an ad?"
Sure.
Sure.
Are you expecting to be paid for this ad?
I'm trying to see if we have any other fun comments. Oh, this one is from my twin flame. I don't even know what that means. I shouldn't say that. But I made the post about being post-storm and how busy we were.
Oh, uh-huh.
And this very nice lady commented and said, "I swear my eyes started twitching last week when I saw it was tax season, storm season, and I had a roof bid that needed done, along with bookkeeping and 3 marketing meetings."
Oh, that person. I empathize.
I know. I said, "OMG, are we the same person?" So, those are just some fun comments we got.
Love it. At some point, somebody's gonna comment on our YouTube videos here.
Yeah.
Comment down below. Like, subscribe.
Subscribe. Hit the bell.
Yes, don't forget, because apparently that's what you have to do is remind people as if they don't know.
I should have hit the bell because one of my favorite podcasts came out today and I just remembered. It was a live podcast and I missed it.
Oh
Well, I'll just watch the replay or I'll listen to it on the way home. Okay.
Okay, see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.